Lately, my life has been all about work and studying for the CPA board exam. I've been so caught up in responsibilities that I almost forgot that I live in a beautiful place, that I've been surrounded by nature, and I haven't given myself the space to just breathe, to do something that makes me feel alive and not just living for the sake of living. And so I packed up my car and headed to a campsite.
Those rock formations. Oh man, I'm so happy I'm here. If I did bring my guitar, it would have been interesting.
I chose this campsite because it's one of the few campsites that are open in winter. Some of the closer ones were either closed for the season or damaged by the recent LA fires. The campsite is called Wheeler Gorge. No, Wheeler Gorge in Ojai. And kind of hesitant in telling you where I camp, but it's fine. I probably won't go back here because I feel like I want to explore other campsites that are abundant in my area. I arrived at the campsite a bit shy of 5 p.m. and the campsite host wasn't there already, and so I had to self-check in. But first, I have to look for a campsite that's free because if you weren't able to reserve and just walk in, it's on a first come, first serve basis. I chose this campsite because it's one of the few campsites that are open in winter, and some of the ones that were near me are either closed for the season or were damaged by the recent LA fires. It is a reminder of how unpredictable life is. Honesty system here. I'm paying $10 for firewood. They are actually, I think, encouraging that you buy local wood. I don't know why, but I feel like it has something to do with stuff.
Which one, fam? Here or there?
2024 ended on such a high note for me. It was a year full of accomplishments, fresh starts, and excitement for 2025. But this year began with a heaviness that I wasn't prepared for. The city has been grieving, although I'm lucky that my apartment wasn't affected. I can't help but think about the people who lost everything. Sure, there's insurance and stuff, but it's still such a logistical nightmare to process everything. Driving past the burned areas was gut-wrenching. I did that just so I can see for myself, and it looked like a different world. That probably crushed me for at least the next 24 hours.
Log. Okay. Let's check for poison ivy and let's check the surroundings and let's fix the tent.
I signed up to volunteer through my school, but the weekend shifts were full, so I found other small ways to help. Because even if we can't fix everything, we can still do something about it. And if you're interested in donating or giving something, how tiny it is, but some sort of help, I will post a link to official websites where you can do so.
Oh, this is amazing. I'm so excited to this. Like, yeah. Okay, let's.
I've got music, I've got a campsite, I've got my car just beside it. I've got like a bench, an area here where I can put my tent, and yeah, we are near the creek too. It's beside the creek. There are people over there, so I can't film, but maybe I'll show you tomorrow. It's pretty nice here. Yeah, cool. I've got music, I've got my sleeping bag, I've got my tent that I don't know how to install yet. I'll figure it out. Then I have this, other stuff. Spending time out here is a way to heal. Not just from the chaos around me, but from, everything that's just been happening from here and before. Because healing isn't linear. I know I've come a long way, but certain things still trigger me. They say the body holds onto trauma as a way to protect itself so that we don't repeat the same mistakes. But sometimes that protection also keeps us from fully moving forward. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about human connection, that technology has made us more independent, but emotionally, we haven't evolved to need people any less. Studies show that strong relationships are one of the biggest factors in long-term happiness. But we're in the middle of a loneliness epidemic. And loneliness isn't something you can fix alone. We need each other. This is why I come out here. In the middle of all of life's complexities, nature seems to simplify everything for me. It slows my mind, and that's exactly what I need. Because when I have panic attacks, my thoughts move at the speed of light, and I just need to learn how to slow them down, slow everything down. Maybe this is why solitude feels good to me. Out here, I can be present. No notifications, no distractions, no cellular signal. It's just me, the sound of the flowing water, and the feeling of the earth beneath my feet. And for now, that's enough. Friends, so I've got a jackery here, which is cool. Forever gonna need it because, don't really need my phone because there's no signal here. Don't need a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Outside my tent, I put 2 shoes so that if someone just, plans to do some sinister stuff, they'd see that, oh, there's 2 people here. Blah, blah, blah. For safety. Good morning. I just woke up and I had, I think maybe about 6 to 7 hours of sleep. I started sleeping at 10 p.m. Woke up at like 5. I intend to wake up at 5, but I overslept a little bit. But I'm gonna show you around my campsite. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this is campsite 28. I think I like my spot because I'm beside the creek and it was lovely sleeping and hearing the water. I'm gonna go and explore in a bit, maybe after I get coffee. I am pretty secluded, even though I know that I have neighbors. The only thing here is there's a restroom over there, which I think kind of makes it secure for me in a way, because like I always know that people are just stopping by, and that's the reason why I set up my tent. I probably could have set up this tent to that empty spot there so that I'll have more privacy. What's up? Yeah, no food yet. Later. This tree is kind of decaying. So there are toilets. They're actually vault toilets, meaning they're like a comfortable chair with a deep hole down below. Surprisingly, they don't stink. It's because they have a system of keeping it odorless. They keep the doors open and the lid of the toilet closed, and it's pretty good. It works. It's okay. So I borrowed this book from the library back in my school in the Philippines. We used to have like a card here that tracks whoever borrows, and it was interesting to me to see if it's a popular book or not. But here in LA, it's now digitized, most of it. Lynn Twist shows us how living consciously and fully in our relationship with money can deliver a widespread information in all aspects of our lives, illuminating the soul of money. I think we made it, and I wasn't able to buy a gas canister for my portable stove, so this is what we have for now, fam, for brunch. Yammers. This is like my favorite food when I was a kid, but I can't eat this all the time. We know why. It's not really healthy, although I don't know about the Japanese. The only thing here is that it's super high in sodium. I don't care much about cholesterol. It has added sugars though. So I don't know, what do you guys think? It's time to pack up now, and I want to show you something. See, I didn't know that I had that amazing view right behind me. until I zoomed out. Sometimes we get so caught up in our little corner of the world that we don't realize what's around us. I didn't even notice the beauty of this camp spot specifically until I stepped back, until I zoomed out. It makes me think about life. I mean, how often do we get stuck in our emotions, in our daily struggles, without seeing the bigger picture? Maybe things make more sense when we shift our perspective. Maybe what feels overwhelming now is just one small part of something much larger, more beautiful story just unfolding.
Take my love away. Look around to say, said you won't forget my name. Not tomorrow, kinda strange. Feelings could change. And tomorrow, when I come back around, hope to see. Come back around, say, open the door. Open up the door. I know you said before day and cold. Told me it was far. Show me the door. It's not
As I pack up and head back to the city, I feel different. Not because anything major changed, but because I gave myself the space to just catch up and exist. And sometimes that's what we all really need.
I want you to say, come if I told you you're so good.
If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or lost, maybe try getting outside, go for a hike, just breathe some fresh air, get some sunshine and vitamin D. You, you don't need to have it all figured out. Just step outside and feel the world. The rest will follow. Hopefully, I'll see you in another day. Thank you for watching.
Top and feather, we should stick together. Said never think I wasn't better. You changed the weather, might be forever, but if it's forever, it's even better.